Hello, I'm Adelaide. I'm a high school student in New York. I took the train to school every morning, but that all changed on March 16th, 2020. Let's go back a little to see why my life and many others changed on this day. To be honest, it wasn't this exact moment that changed everything, but the events leading up to it. The coronavirus is an illness that came from China. Then it came to the United States, and New York was hit especially hard. Long story short, March 16th marks the point when schools in New York City closed to protect the most vulnerable people. This has caused my schedule to go from this to this. Steps to making a time capsule. Step 1. Rip paper out of notebook. Step 2. Put in envelope. Step 3. Mark a date that it will be opened on. March 16th, 2020. My alarm goes off at 7 o'clock. I'm about to get up, but then I remember that I don't have to go to school. I snooze my alarm, something I'm usually not fortunate enough to be able to do. Usually, I'd be rushing to put on my clothes, but when my alarm goes off 15 minutes later, I wander over to my closet and choose some comfy clothes. Usually, I eat my breakfast on my way to school to save time, but today, I take my time making a perfect breakfast and turn on the news. Online school is about to start. Unlike a typical school day, I don't have to rush to my locker and get to class on time, which is nice, but I have to do my lessons alone. I hope the work isn't too difficult. My particular school has each class give 2 lessons per week. Today, I do a lesson of global in Mandarin. Yesterday, I found this book titled Far Away in my bookshelf that was hidden. I decided to start reading it today. I'm excited to get lost in another world, even if it's only a book.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Emma who lived in South Nittanyla, a small town. No one in the town knew where North Nittanyla was,
Because South Nittanyla was an isolated town in the middle of the forest.
and no one ever questioned if there was one, except for Emma. Emma's going somewhere extraordinary to discover the history of her people.
April 4th, 2020. Online school is habit now. Every morning, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I make my bed, I eat breakfast, and I start one class or another. Today, I decided to start with science. Science is one of the hardest subjects. We often get projects that we have to make online. Doing everything digitally can take some getting used to. This week, our first lesson is to make a project about an ecosystem. Wish me luck!
Although it's been a few days now, Emma hasn't made it very far. She's gotten used to life on the run, though, every day heading straight north. Nothing will get in her way. Well, nothing except some nice berries. Nice sweet berries. They remind her of home and longing for the safety that it brings. She's gone too far to turn back, and she knows she's lucky to have her necklace to remind her of her loving family.
Hi!
Oh, hey, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah, hi. It's so nice to see you. Okay,
You ready?
so the learning target for today's problem says I can solve equations by cubing or finding cube roots.
Emma has been going north for about a week, but there's still no sign of civilization. Just a few birds and squirrels. She sets up her living quarters every day. Today is no different. Today she found a nice clearing. She sits down next to a tree and lets herself daydream. Suddenly she's awoken by footsteps. She wonders how long she's been asleep. She sits up and realizes it's another person.
Who are you?
She asks.
April 10th, 2020. June and I are doing science work together. We FaceTime each other almost every day. Hi.
Hey.
Doing work with a friend helps us both stay productive, but we have to make sure not to copy each other's work exactly.
Okay, so I'll say that photosynthesis is the way that plants get energy from the sun.
Okay, and I'll say that the action a plant takes to extract energy from the sunlight.
Okay, great.
I can't believe it's already April 10th. I think we all thought this would be done by now. April 14th, 2020. Today's my birthday. Probably the most uneventful birthday ever, even though my parents tried to make it special. I eat breakfast and start online work as usual. The doorbell rings. I ignore it at first. Then the doorbell rings again, and my mom calls for me to come. I look at the image on the screen, and it's June! I look out my bedroom window, and she's holding a sign that reads Happy Birthday. Being able to see June, even through a window, made it a birthday I'll never forget.
Emma and her new friend team up. Together, they can cover more ground. They often help each other up through the rough terrain. She can't believe how far they have traveled without reaching North Nyla. Suddenly, she is caught off guard. Her friend cited a quote from her favorite book, a quote Emma's friend back home always told her whenever times were tough.
A little progress every day adds to big results.
The quote, along with a change in scenery, suddenly gave her a wish to be back home, and a longing for that familiarity. Thankfully, her friend was there to comfort her. This helped Emma realize how special their new friendship was.
April 20th, 2020. Today, June and I are going to bake some cookies together over FaceTime. We often FaceTime on the weekends too now. We especially like to bake together. Today we're making a family recipe of mine for oatmeal cookies. I'm excited to eat them.
This was so much fun. I'm glad we got to do it together, even if it was over Zoom.
Same, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
But, Adeline, I have something to tell you.
What?
There's no easy way for me to say this, so I just have to say it. I'm moving over this summer, far away. My mom got a job in Chicago.
Oh.
In front of Emma is a clearing. She thinks this must be it. This must be North Nyla. She walks through the clearing. Before her is a wide open view into the distance. She still has a long way to go, but she knows she can do it. The end.
Hi, Adeline. I'm really sad that I'm moving away.
Same.
I wish I wasn't moving so far away. Then we could see each other.
Yeah, but far away is closer than you think. We found each other without being able to see each other in person, and even though we won't be able to have classes together, we'll still be able to bake cookies over Zoom.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello, I'm Adelaide. I'm a high school student in New York. My life changed a lot in the spring of 2020, but without it, I wouldn't have a close friend like June. I was right when I said her moving away wouldn't change anything between us. We FaceTime almost every day, and baking cookies is still one of our favorite things to do. How does that sound for a brief description of how my life changed because of quarantine? Much love, Adelaide. Steps to sending a letter. Rip page out of notebook. Put in envelope and write the name of who it is for. Hello, I'm Adelaide, and this is my project about the taiga biome. The climate in the taiga biome is an average temperature of 0 Celsius. In the summer, it is an average of 10 Celsius. In the winter, it's -3 Celsius, and the total yearly precipitation is 30 to 85 centimeters. The biotic features of the taiga biome. The autotrophs of the taiga biome are conifers, blueberry bushes, maple trees, and oak trees. The herbivores are white-tailed deer, moose, and muskox. And the carnivores are bobcats. Now onto the abiotic features. The abiotic features are soil, rocks, and rivers. I hope you enjoyed my project. Bye! First, you need 2 sticks of butter. Heat them up in the microwave until they turn into a liquid consistency. Now get a big mixing bowl and put 1 cup white sugar, 1 cup packed brown sugar, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 3 cups quick cooking oats, 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract.